Good morning, everyone, and happy Friday. It's finally Friday. I'm so happy that it's the weekend. Yesterday, let me tell you guys a tinge about my yesterday. So yesterday I had a really good morning. I actually had a really good day overall. Like, I wasn't exhausted or anything like that. I didn't feel tired. I felt energized. But yesterday at work, a lot happened that started to drain my energy. So obviously it was purposeful. Like, God was like, sis, you need a good night's sleep, because tomorrow I'm gonna try you. I'm gonna not try me, but he stretched me. I was stretched yesterday, but it's all a blessing, because if I never get stretched, then I'm always gonna stay complacent or in my comfort zone. And who wants to stay still? Not I. So yesterday was a good day overall. Today I'm looking for it to be an even better day. Why? Because it's Friday, and honestly on Fridays I am on cloud nine all the time, every single Friday. So happy Friday, guys. As always, God is blessing us. He's always going to be blessing us. I really want to get into the goal for today, because I love just the idea of this goal. I don't know that the goals this week I've been pretty good. Today's goal is to be rich, okay? Be rich. Now, in being rich, we could think of this in the physical sense as like physically wealthy, with money, with things of that nature. But of course, we want to dive deeper. We want to go deeper than obviously the surface of being rich, or what people normally think of when you talk about a person being rich. So when we're talking about being rich today, or the definition, the definition of rich is to be abundant in wealth, worth, or value. And I feel like God is honestly telling us or showing us, and whether it's myself or anyone else who's listening to these videos that needs to hear this, he's really trying to illuminate and have us focus on our self-worth. And I don't know why, but I'm going with it. Okay, so when we're talking about being rich, it's abundant in wealth, value, and worth. And we hit worth actually pretty hard yesterday, and I think last week sometime, I honestly can't remember. But in knowing our worth, or knowing our value, we have to understand what we're putting out. Like I discussed yesterday, what we're putting out. Are we putting out that we're worthy of, a low amount of change, or are we putting out that we are worthy of this abundant wealth? And abundant wealth isn't, again, I'm not talking about like the physical sense. Like, that's great too. Of course, in saying that I am rich, I pray to God that he means money too, but I'm talking about my spirit, my personality, my innate nature. I want it to be rich, so that people, when they come to me to get a word or to just have a conversation, they don't leave feeling empty. I always want to be filling someone up too. I want to be filled up too, but because I'm on this track of understanding my worth and understanding my value, and on the track of fulfilling my purpose, and I now have understood that with my creative words, I can create a lifestyle of myself that is blessed, that is abundant, because of what God has told me to do. Then when people come to me that don't necessarily have that understanding, or God hasn't revealed that to them yet, I can also be filling them with the wisdom that I was given. Okay, so in being rich, yes, we want to be rich physically. Yes, I want to have, just money and cars and clothes and houses and all of this stuff monetarily. But if I don't have that, I still feel worthy of a certain price point, or I feel worthy of certain things given to me. I still feel abundantly wealthy. Okay. And that's important, because a lot of people feel like if they don't make a certain amount of money, if they don't have certain clothing items or shoes, or if they haven't, like, if at a certain age you haven't attained certain things like buying a house or buying certain cars, a lot of people feel like they have not accomplished a lot. But in being in being rich, you have to understand your accomplishments your accomplishments are not measured by what you have attained physically, but what you have attained spiritually, or what you have attained emotionally. Have you emotionally changed? Have you spiritually changed? That is really honestly the basis of being rich, okay? Is being rich in your spirit, being rich in your soul, being rich emotionally, so that you are not, so that your worth is not based on what you have physically, or your value, the value of yourself is not based on, you know, what your bank account says, but it's based off of what God says that I am, and who God says that I am, and the purpose that God has designed for my life, and if I'm even on track for that purpose. Because if not, how much worth do I feel? Or how much value am I giving to myself, even if I'm not actively and intentionally achieving my goals and my successes and on the path that God has designed for me. So that is what we are trying to fulfill in Being Rich. Now, that is not to say don't go to work, or don't you know, buy certain things. You know, you handle your money how you handle your money. But what I am saying is, don't just focus on, you know, the physical aspects, because I feel like a lot of people could get down if they don't have a certain credit score, if they don't have a certain amount of money in their bank account. And yes, those things are important, but if at the end of the day your credit score is 200 and you have $200 in your bank account, are you going to feel just as worthy or just as valuable or abundantly wealthy as the person that has a 750 credit score and, you know, $750,000 in their bank account? I can tell you right now, even though it's going to impact my mood some days or my emotions some days, I bet I still feel as rich. And that's the attitude we need to have. And that's actually hard. Now that I'm thinking about it, like, I feel like I would, but I feel like it would take some time. Like, I don't know. I would have to fight through a lot of different emotions. But, you know, like I said in the beginning of these videos, God is blessing us, and he's always going to be blessing us. And blessings do not only come in the form of a physical blessing, okay? Blessing could be peace. And that is a blessing. That is a blessing. Blessing could be self-worth, self-value, being rich spiritually, okay? So that is the goal for today, is to be rich. And yeah, that's the goal. Hope everyone has a fantastic Friday, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.